Ladies and gentlemen, we are now kicking it off on the Metalopolis right here with the one and only DuckloadRa. God damn your name, DuckloadRa. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Red Trunks, Protoss, North. We don't need extra words. Just keep it to the bare minimum. EGMachine right here in the pink trunks to the west of this particular map. Playing Zerg. DuckloadRa took the first game. Convincingly, I might add, able to keep EGMachine on the back foot. He does this so well. He did it in his previous series against Machine. If he's able to get Machine on the back foot and prevent that aggression, then he could start to come up with all sorts of crazy combinations to deal with whatever Machine has at his disposal. They have met before. The last time Machine lost, although he did take 2 games from DuckloadRa, so it wasn't exactly a pushover. And that wasn't a pushover game either. It's never a pushover when you're dealing with that. Ra possibly looking to block a fast expansion there. Hangs around, looks for it. Is Machine going to go with it? Not entirely convinced by that. In the meantime, Gateway coming straight off for Ra is opening for the ages, no question. He knows what he's doing. And straight into a spawning pool. Ra knows the fast expansion isn't coming right now, so he's just going to have a little bit of a scout, see what he can see, which is nothing. Probably steal 5 minerals, as he tends to do. And then he'll bugger off. Okay. Ra with the simulator, going straight into cybernetics core, I would imagine. There's no question about that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But Total Biscuit, it's a boring opening. It's Protoss. Protoss are known for boring openings. That's what they do. You can't blame them for that. EGMachine looking to visit the cafe, which is inexplicable. You know, it looks closed, honestly. I don't think there's anything in that cafe at all. It's a lie. It's a facade. Oh dear. You knew it was coming, folks. Ra steals that particular expansion with the pylon. It's going to hold back Machine for a little while. Again, wants to dictate the pace of the game. The problem is if Machine gets the pace of the game dictated to him, he will lose. Machine likes to get on the He just likes to get aggressive. He likes to get on the offensive. He loves it. He adores it. He needs it, honestly, against DuckloadRa. And if he doesn't manage it, that's going to be problematic for him. Pylon delays the fast expansion just a little bit. Zell already on the way for DuckloadRa. I will say it. It's a sponsor. I should say it. DuckloadRa, DuckloadRa, Ra, Amon-Ra. Not Amon-Ra. Definitely not. Pylon all the way up for Ra. And what is he going to do after this, though? This is where things start to get interesting. What's he going to diversify to? Straight into his Stalker. Very, very classic build for him. Zerglings on the way over. Can they steal the minerals back? No, absolutely not. Go away. Get off the bloody ramp. Only 3 Zerglings available. Now, we'll have a look at what EGMachine's doing. Hatchery's on the way. Spine Crawler coming at me immediately. The thing is, Machine knows this by now. He knows exactly what his opponent does. His opponent likes to pull on early pressure with a Zealot and a Stalker, so the counteract to that will be a Spine Crawler, so at least you can force it to do something else. Gateway 1 and 2. Are we looking for his 1 base 5 gateway strategy? You never know. You just never know. It is a possibility. Still sticking on 1 base right now. Being very defensive, very cautious. His opponent's response to that is Metabolic Boost and his expansion after finally dealing with that pylon. That'll be dealt with momentarily. Moves his Spine Crawler down. And, of course, he'll transfer some drones from his mineral line here to start mining over there so he can start saturating both. Give him the early economic advantage. There we go. 2 gateways on the way for Ra. Nothing fancy. Ra is not a showboater, folks. That is not what Ra does. Ra just takes people apart. He doesn't care. He doesn't care if he think it's flashy. It's cold Eastern European efficiency. That's what it is. 4 gateway coming up right now. And he's going to have Warp Gate. 5 gateways, folks. 1 base 5 gateway strategy. It's worked in the past against Machine. Will it work again? Looking fairly likely. Lair on its way up. Going to take a little bit of time, though. Defenses virtually non-existent for EGMachine. Sitting down with the Spine Crawlers, I'm not convinced, though. Not against what he's about to do. Stalkers, Sentries, Zealot in there for good measure. Unit count right now for Ra. It's good. It's very, very good. He's got 4 Stalkers. He's got 4 Sentries up. That's been scouted by Machine. What's Machine's response to that? Roaches are on their way, but it won't be quick enough. Metabolic Boost on its way. A single Zergling and those Spine Crawlers. All he's doing. There we go. Oh, that is brazen there by DuckloadRa. Deploys it right there. The 5 Oh, this brutal 5 gateway strategy is going to prove to be absolutely lethal. Blocks in the queen. There you go. And into that expansion needs to bring the spine crawler down before it slices too much of his forces apart. But he's got the money, and in come the reinforcements coming in very momentarily. Whooping. Stalkers coming out. That expansion's toast. No question about that. Machine is responding with all he can respond with, which is Zerglings. Trying to desperately push it away. Takes a sentry. It's a good trade. Takes a sentry. It's not good enough, though. Then locked down. He can't get in. He's losing that expansion. Machine once again is going to fall, by the looks of it, to the might of that 5 gateway single base attack. It is so brutal. It's got so much firepower so quickly. You can catch your opponent completely off guard. Zealots hold the line. Not even losing a single one. Deals with the Zerglings definitely. We've got 11 up, 2 more on the way. 3 roaches to try and counteract it. Will he be able to push them back? I'm not convinced. I am really not convinced right now. More warp-ins coming from the proxy pylon, which right now is completely unassailable. Tries to take down the queen, succeeds in taking down the queen. That hatchery's toast. What's he got? He's got 4 roaches, 8 Zerglings. Is that going to be enough? I don't think so. I really don't. Good game, folks.